Right, hello everybody. Well, that was a good start to my video. I had it on slow-mo. So I would have definitely bored you to death. Yeah, what I'm doing is actually starting to make, it's going to be a matchbook thing, but it's like full size. Okay, I want, what you know, I want a really tall one and to put notebooks in there, a bit like YVONNE done the smaller ones and everything. I've done a video on those because I actually made some toppers, but this one I want to do a bigger one, so I'm going to make a couple of them out of the new autumn kit. And yeah, so I got that far without showing you any measurements or anything, so I'll go back to the beginning and show you the measurements. Okay, I'd cut 2 pieces of card first, 3.5 inches wide, and if you've got big pieces of card then they're fine, but I didn't. So not that I have got them, but not tea stained. Do that way, it's a bit crumpled that end. The weight of the card, I used about 160. This one's a little bit thicker, but it's the first one I grabbed. So 3.5. Yeah, I mean, you'd make them wider, it's up to you. And that's free. So like I said, it's a really good start today. So, 3.5. I thought that's narrow for 3.5. There we go. That's better. 3.5. And another one. There. Then on one of them I'll score in 1 inch or just fold in. It's up to you. Do it by eye. It's really entirely up to you. I'm going to use my scoreboard because we buy these things and I want to use them. I've had this for ages though. It's actually going all yellow, I notice. So about 1 inch, I reckon. Yeah. Okay. So I don't like using those. I prefer the embossing tool. Always have done. That's, oh no, that's not the only one. Right, okay. So I'll keep it out. So that's our flap now. And this is the other one. So we want that to come down. I know it'll be tucked inside, but to come down to about about halfway. I'll be all right. So, okay, I'll just flip it over like that. I fold, yeah. I'm going to take some of this off. Don't need all this. Right. Okay, and I'm going to have a flap so it gets stuck there. Yeah. Like so. But I'm going to trim a bit of that off. Don't need all that. If you want a really neat crease, it's 1.5 inches, look. Okay. So that measures now 6 7/8, something like that. But you just do it by eye, whatever size this is. Your paper's, you know, if letter size, then you're going to do it differently, aren't you? But just make sure you just come to about, you know, not halfway there, because you either put your staples there or you stitch. It's up to you. All right, and then that tucks in there nicely. All right, and then you do it that way, whatever's left, and then cut some of that off because you don't need all that. Then I will mitre the corners a bit. I'm going to use a bone folder on that though, just to get it all nice and neat. There. That's perfect. And cut those. Like that. And then you'll stick that for your flap. If everything doesn't line up when you do this, just trim it. you know, don't worry about it. Just me. That right there. Yeah. And then that's going to be your flat, you see. All right. So sometimes you just, for some unknown reason, it is a little bit wonky there, but I get sometimes just a little bit there, but you know, that's the way of it. What I'm going to do though was a little bit wonky there, and it's already stuck down. So you just got to watch you don't go into there. That's fine. Okay, that's it. And then I just do this. I always check, make sure it's all there, and then I'll just nip that off. Yeah. Okay. And then when we know it's fine. All right. I mean, these have been done before. I'm not sure whether they're done big, but loads of people do them. So, I mean, I love doing them. Like I say, I've done that topper, didn't I? Topper set, which is great. And now you've got your flat to go in here. So all you got to do next is you back that, yeah, and you back it all. And then you can put your papers in. But then I do that. I'll just back it first, so you're not tucking underneath really, but you can still do it. Okay, so I'm not doing the full one, so I'll just go and stitch that and show you what I mean. Just like that. And then you've got your tuck then to go there. Yep, that sits in there beautifully. Okay. Right, so on with the other one now. So, like I say, I've just done it a little bit shorter. The pages inside. Okay, that was one of the jelly prints. And there's a new kit with those on. Not that you might not, if you see me using some, not all of them. I took the best ones out of them. But I'm using the actual original there. Okay, I haven't, why I'm using the original is because I've printed out the other ones and I haven't shown it yet. So I need to do a little video on that. Okay, I'm going to do it with the collage papers. I'm going to use my inkjet printed ones for this. Because it's the way of using them up. I've cut most of them down, but I want the collage pages. Sorry, you might see some that you actually don't see in the kit, and that's only because they're my test pages. And I think I tweaked it a bit, or didn't like something, so I change it. Okay, I'm going to use those as the top, and yeah, they're good for the background. This bird is really drawing me. I've seen YVONNE Preston do some really beautiful things recently, and I'm like, oh my god, that bird. It looks really good. And I thought, well, these are going to go in my autumn journals. Okay, I'm gonna start from there. Okay, and go in. I'm gonna try and get that bird. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can just about do it actually. Let's do the bird first. So I'm going to take it off to there. I knew it was a little bit like that. So it's about there, and then so it's 3.5 inches. So I come in 1/4 of an inch is do. So if I go 3 1/4. Okay, I'm going to come up a bit more there. I don't want to cut his tail off. So you can just measure it by doing that and then folding it over. It's up to you. But things like this, when I do a few of them, when I like mass make, I will cut loads of that same all together. You know what I mean? The same width and everything. So I'm not always measuring then, but by the time if I do one, and then by the time I do another, sometimes I've forgotten the measurements. So I do like to do things all together. Oops. Trying to keep that because I know where I'm going to put that. That's because I'm not bending forward when I do that. Okay, well, that one's going to go on there. Yep. Just check that a minute. Might need a little bit more off. I'm going to use that on there. I am. Right, let's have a look. Shall we do a pocket? Then we won't see the bird, will we? I'll tell you what we could do. No, the pocket is going to be... actually, I'm going to have to come up a little bit more, you know. That's a little bit too loose there. Right, I'm going to stitch again along there, yeah? It's just not quite right. That's too much. Yeah. That's better. Yeah, it was opening too much. Okay. So you can cover that anyway, or you can put lace on or something like that, which I'm going to do, I think. Okay. Right, so just gotta do the back and put some note paper in. They're so easy to make though, aren't they? They really are. So on the back, I shall just have a plainish bit. I'm not doing a pocket because they lay in, if you know what I mean, onto the page. So something like that would be nice on the back. So I think it's 6 3/4, isn't it? 6 3/4, yeah, because that's 7 by 3 1/4. Okay, I'll go and cut that with my other trimmer and I'll be back. Okay, right, so that's done, and I covered the back as well. Okay, then all we do now is the papers. How many have I got here? I've got 4. Yeah, 4's all right. Then be all your odd papers, and I stitch along the top of mine and then I glue it in so you don't see the stitching at the back then. Okay, and that's going to go there. So my papers were 3 1/4 by about 6, I think. I'll just come up a little bit. I don't mind if these aren't all equal at the bottom. I quite like that. Some I'll tear up here, but then they flap out of there, which I don't like. Oh, 6 1/4. Well done. A bit of glue on the back. Come away from the crease, which is there. I don't know whether you can see it. I can only just see it because the sun's on it. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, and that's glued down. That will be tucked under there as well. And there. And I think that could be a pocket there, couldn't it? Because they do look nice with a little pocket here as well, but I wanted to look at that bird. So, and they're dead flat into a journal cover. So, well, not a cover, but you know what I mean, into a journal page. I don't know whether I got a piece of, well, that'll do, pretend that's a page. Okay. And you just get, and you can actually hide that. I actually like the other way round. So you can hide that paper clip underneath that paper. And I pretend that's a page. I don't glue them down or anything. And they will go in like that. Okay, or you can do it the other way. It depends which side you want it. That's why I keep these loose. And then, or they can go the other way. Okay. Right, oh, I have to ink up everywhere. Definitely. All around. Yeah. That's fine. I do feel like I could do with something here. So I might put a little pocket in there actually. So I've got some to do another one because I've done that other one, haven't I? So I'm going to do a pocket in the other one. Let's see what we got here. Right, so I found a bit, little work. So I'm going to use this. So I'm going to, it's 3 1/4, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, a little bit smaller than that. Oh, I'll get away with it, I think. So 3 1/4. So I had add an inch. So it's 4 1/4. I cut it to, and then I've got room then for some flaps because I'm not stitching on that one. So if we go to 4 1/4, that way I would have cut it off the bit I want. There. Okay. Be careful with this paper because it's very thin. Okay, so go. Sorry, lady. I'm cutting half your head off. Yeah, then I'm going to do a little bit at the bottom. I won't do as much. I'll just do 3/8 there, I think, along that line there. Okay. And then you mighty your corners. And then you can see the embossing there. So there, like that. Okay, and I also do that at the top. There. And I'm going to put a bit of washi tape through there. I've only got that one. Oh, there it is. I'll just use this one. It's not very sticky, that one, so and put your hole in. That's a butterfly punch. I don't want that one. Go here. There we go. That is 1.5. Centralize that. Sometimes you're best to actually fold them in before you, if you can't see properly, like me. Okay. Sorry, B. You're going. And then make sure you come in from that, so you've got a bit left of that, and that will support that hole for putting things in and out and everything. Okay. That's a bit better. And it's best to in-cut before you stick this one in. So if you forget, you can do it. So okay, you always put your sides in first and then the flap there last. All right, so you don't get caught on the flap. I knew it was a little bit out, but it's fine. Just easier to do if it's a sort of like 3 1/4 or 4 1/4 rather than the 8ths and all that sort of thing. I'm definitely not very good at sticking things down today. And there we go. And there we have our little pocket for a tag or something. Yeah, so I'm going to ink around mine now. And you can stitch around the whole thing as well, which does look really nice, but I thought today I'm not going to. There we go. And then that is ready to be popped in a journal. Nice big size. Okay, there we go, number 1. So I'll go ahead and do the other one, and then we'll do a pocket on the front. I'll just get up to the place where we do the pocket because it's exactly the same, just different papers, you know, and that sort of thing. So nothing too complicated, and then I'll come back when we do the pocket. Okay, so there's the other one. All right, that was left over. I expect you saw it when I cut this page, a few of these things out. One of these were there left over, so I made that into a tag to go into that pocket there. I've done this pocket a little bit deeper, just put a bit of washi tape on there, and then similar to what the other one was, you know, like. And what have we done inside? Just there. Okay, and that's that one there. Oh, I haven't done that, look. Okay. There we go. Got a piece here. That'll be great. All right. I'll do that in a minute. And I also, because I had this left over, I made that into a pocket as well. Only a tiny pocket. So this would, you could put some tickets or something in that one, because you don't want anything too bulky if that's going to lay flat on the page. Yeah, and I just added one of those from the kit, you know, the little ones that on a page. So yeah, lovely. I really like them. And I haven't done a tag for that one yet, because when I got all these little bits here, when I've got enough, you know, I'll do a collage sheet and then we can put some tags in. So that's the sort of thing I'll do. And because of the way, oh yeah, that's right, these were left from what I cut with these. Yeah, so I can make one this size, you know, and base it on, that's going to be my insert. Yeah, and then all very similar sizes, so I could use those. And then these were from the kit as well, the stackable page I've got with all the different elements and that looks like that would fit on top, you know, or the other one there, looking at it, so you could use that. And then the other one could become the stackable, or that could be trimmed down a little bit and go in a pocket. So that's the sort of way I work. I think, oh, I've got that left, I'll to do another one, but I'll do it a different size. So I don't want to be left. Sorry, I go yawn now. I'm getting tired. I don't want to be left with you know, loads of little bits. So might as well incorporate with what I'm doing. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm going to say it's only a quickie this week because I've been a bit busy and I've had to get some digital, haven't had to, but I wanted to get some digital kits out, and I've just been really busy. I don't know, it was oh yeah, I'm doing a sort of collab with somebody else, which I can't tell you anymore because it's not due, I don't think, until October, but I wanted to get it done because it's got to be posted. So I want to get it done and away, and it's in Europe, so the postage to Europe at the minute is terrible. So I think it's quicker to America, to be honest. Okay, well, thank you very much then, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.